And from Japan, we've got Taisei Homma.
Taisei, the one athlete to have topped our route tonight and truly showing his ability and strength. So strong throughout the entire World Cup season and now continuing to show that strength tonight at the Arkose International Lead competition.
So patriotic in so many ways. Right, anyway, enough about pizza, because the men's route is up on screen. And there is where it starts sharing the women's route, which like crosses in on a different side. All right, French climber Nao Monchois is already climbing.
So, again, we see the slowest movements now, as it is onside again. Climbers are trying to figure out what is their method up here, what's going to work, how good are these holds, is it how it looks from the ground. You have to make all those decisions on the fly. You do not want to mess up in the finals. Big, powerful moves between pinches here. Very cool to see, but also very draining in terms of energy.
Yeah, you can really see how he wants to get out of there quickly. I guess for a taller climber, that could almost be a knee bar. Or if Paul Champ would be in the finals, double knee bar it.
Double knee bar. The knee bar stack, this new age movement. That's the cult of the knee bar have come to worship.
He's climbing so efficiently.
Really does look to be quite happy to take these big pinches, do big moves between them.
Quick cross through, even though it didn't seem so secure.
Definitely not, but he knew the hold was big enough to go at it. Not quite in the balance he would have wanted, but still not a bother. And now he looks quite comfortable in this position, looking for some kind of rest or some kind of knee bar. What's he gonna go for now?
Takes a good rest. Again, as a 9A plus outdoor climber, 9A plus, feel resting on routes and knowing when to get something back is really crucial.
So from this angle we can see that hold is really not the jug we might have expected. It is a large macro with two little chips screwed onto it, so not actually a good hold to rest on. But now Monchois does not care, he will rest on it. They're setting off again. Great swing of the feet across there, locking in so as not to barn door off of the wall.
Ooh, and he's using the top of that hold. Oh gosh, he's hugging. That was like a drop down move into a French hug.
Now we're fighting.
But he was a bit worried about the semi-final route and that red point format, just because he's a competition climber and has that mindset of like getting on a route, getting into the flow, and even right now, I mean, we can see it right away.
On the wall, in the flow. Flow state is really so much of lead climbing can be written around this psychological phenomenon. When you're watching a climber and you're trying to predict how they're going to do, looking at how comfortable they are in those first moves can really make a big difference later on in the climb.
In the comments, I am seeing some great discussion. Apparently 9A for the men and 8C for the women. Not quite. Great move. It's more like 8C plus for the men, maybe. But then again, that's... I love that it's always a discussion and then it kind of just like fizzles out into he topped or not.
That's why we do it, just to discuss.
Just to discuss the number and the letter.
We are good fight on those pinches from Sebastian Halenke. Here's this cross under. We saw C climber crossing the midline. Beautifully done from Sebastian. Keeping those two hands in opposing positions and walking the feet under, shifting that center of gravity all the way around.
I just love how like climbers all move so differently. Like there's no one way to do a route. There's no one way to do a boulder. Besides beta breaks, heights, and blah blah blah. Like, it's just so, honestly, it's so entertaining to see how like everybody and mind moves differently.
That is exactly why we love the sport so much. It is so individual. The climb that's in front of you really can be for yourself. It can make it so special and so unique.
Eyeing up the next section.
Now this is the beginning of that section that Nao lost his fight on finally. He did not get a rest after this point. So let's see Sebastian as he sets off what he's going to make of these moves. You can see this is his final moment. Taking the time to eye up, he's ready to fight.
Final moment, take the rest.
Oh no, he rested again. Not quite the most comfortable rest.
I honestly thought they were going to use that pocket inside. Instead they're pressing on the top of it, even though it's a dual texture hole.
Lot of power in that right arm.
Knows what to do with those feet.
Knee bar lock. Oh wow! Some great solutions here. These are moves now move through faster and faster. Sebastian is stopping on every hold. Really good display of finger strength and composure. Deciding that he's going to stop there and take his time rather than try to fight through to somewhere better.
Has 2 fingers in that pocket. Just bumps out. Places a heel hook. Goes to the next pinch.
Great shot there, very dramatic. Such a deep lock with that left heel pulling him into the wall.
Everything is coordinated. Spotlight, the shape of the hole, round and round.
Goodness, it looks great.
I think he gotta start fighting.
A little bit unhappy throwing up to that next shoulder.
Sure. Just a foothold. Allez.
Keep an eye on the feet.
Come on, allez. So underclings aren't good. And there we lose Sebastian. What an amazing climb. Way, in a bouncy, new freestyle way.
It's so exciting. Certainly some of the most exciting moments of the World Cup I've been a part of is watching Mejdi Schalck win and absolutely celebrate his success like no one else.
win the World Cup in bouldering, but he also climbed 9A outdoors, so lead climbing is an issue.
Not a bad tick under your belt at just 18 years old. You get to see these powerful pinches. Mejdi showing his style, bouncing between the holds. So different to how we watch some of the other climbers go here.
It's something I never quite noticed about him. He's quite flexible. In the semi-finals, it really showed.
Yeah, again, we always talk about this in the live streams. We're seeing the modern climber, the modern competition climber, use all these new skills in such interesting ways to solve route setting problems. We're seeing so much more coordination, flexibility, all these skills that weren't normally associated. Certainly flexibility was, but before it was about how hard you could pull. Now we're seeing different ways of getting up the wall.
Indeed. And Mejdi is wearing an Arkose shirt because he's one of the Arkose heroes. Cutting loose, come on, Mejdi.
Now that was close, didn't quite find the right swing with that left hand pinch, and you can see now he threw up into that knee bar, finding this bit of rest, because that was not an ideal move just before Mejdi Schalck. Very tight knee bar, really good for resting, but the big question when you're in a knee bar like this is, can you get out of it safely?
But this is going to give something back to his arms, definitely.
Trying to clip while he's up there. Now, let's see, will there be consequences? Or did he just do something really smart?
He almost did like a double dyno on a lead group.
Putting the knee bar back in. Not quite clear how to go. Needs to essentially go all the way left.
Looking what to do. It's almost like he was eyeing up that hold on the right. I just imagine this big gigantic dyno on the right.
It looks like he's going to have to reverse move down right in order to get into the correct position. If anything, he'll give us a bit of a show while he's up there.
The bat hang. Is that the name of that move?
Bat hangs when you're just on your feet. This is
right.
This is a good old knee bar rest.
Knee bar rest, back move.
Big powerful move. Sticks the left foot, and he has made it through that section. Definitely a bit more trouble than he would have wanted, but he was in a good knee bar rest for a lot of it. So a big question now is, did it shake him up, or is he comfortable, and has he got more in the tank? Bit of a fight here from Mejdi, but quite comfortable on that next crimp.
Fight now. No way.
Amazing save.
That cost him a lot of energy though.
That was extremely impressive. What is he going to do to solve that problem? Is he going to try throw again? Is he going to try some kind of deeper rock over?
Is it a foothold problem? Like oh, bumps up. Tries to use that volume, yes. Oh, we lose Mejdi.
Such a good fight from Mejdi Schalck, and what an amazing set of solutions. He was so impressive.
And he's really growing into this like boulder and lead climber in the competition scene and outdoors as well. I mean, has climbed like 8C+ boulder.
Yannik Flohe, one of those climbers that so powerful, knows how to train, knows how to be strong, but now this year has learned how to combine that with the competitive element and the problem-solving element, and really unfurling. You mentioned that win in Brixton. We were actually trying to calculate for a while after. He won all 3 rounds, qualifications, semi-finals and finals, by quite a healthy way. And looking back, we couldn't think of anyone who had ever done that in the sport.
Yanya? No.
In the males side of the sport.
The athletes are all moving quite quickly through this bottom section, but that's kind of what the route setters had in mind, like to pump them out a little bit before the next section. We fumbled a little bit with the rope, trying to make a clip maybe a bit too early. Kicks out left. It's interesting to see this this section and how the climbers are positioning their bodies.
This is really cool to see. Now Yannik into this knee bar as well, which was a bit of a sign from Mejdi about the lack of comfort. The other climbers getting through this section passed through it quite healthily. Nao Monchois, pardon me, had that bit of uncontrolled snap, but then found a good rest and was so good after that. Sebastian Halenke absolutely perfectly read the beta. Just watch Mejdi Schalck struggle in this knee bar. Does it bode not so well for the next moves?
I'm always thinking like who reads the route together, because I guess Sebastian and Yannik kind of did read the route together, and that's why probably he's also milking on this rest.
It is that is always a conversation. We always love to speculate about how the athletes are reading the routes, and for sure in international competitions with this team dynamic, there's that incentive to work with your teammates. Now we've got private competition, but certainly we saw these athletes working together as a team during the semi-final rounds. So without a doubt that they're still communicating, sharing beta together.
Amazing controlled cut loose move. Yannik starts the journey outright.
The journey, where these holds appear to be relatively good. Mejdi Schalck taking an absolute fall on this left hand, but not letting go. So impressive there. But big move up. What's Yannik going to make of it?
No,
powers through.
Well, bumps down.
And back down.
I'm happy about it. There's a tricky foot sequence, I guess, that if they don't really quite get right. Oh, thinks about it again. Okay,
going to rest, recompose. You can clearly see that right hand he's going up to, not so good. Did see the other athletes push through here. Mejdi doing the amazing rock up on the right heel. Yannik though goes again and just does it with more oomph this time.
Oomph. He's got some oomph. No, and just speaking about the holds, how untech, well, it's not untech, those are texture holds, but still, just because they look like big volumes, it doesn't mean that a whole volume is good. And it's quite difficult to read that they can actually use it, maybe with the left hand.
Yeah, it's not completely obvious, definitely possible there, but when Mejdi really wrapped his whole body around that volume, properly bear hugged it, was quite impressive to see some new solutions. Yannik now not too sure what he's going to do next, releases that heel. Now how's he going to power through? This is where Sebastian came off.
Get his feet up, no issues. Yes.
Now he's up.
The crowd is going crazy.
Hyped crowd. Yannik taking some time, looking at the clock. Okay, he's got time. He can rest a bit. He knows he's been through a lot up to now. He does want to be conservational, have some energy, because there's still a lot of climbing to go.
Oh, and we lose him.
There we are, that nice run and jump. Nobody's had any issues with it, but it is that game the route setters love to play, to get inside the athlete's head when they set off.
To quote Matt on this, just to unsettle them a little bit.
Just to unsettle.
Just to
get the nerves up.
Cone holds. Remind me of carnival.
I'm thinking of ice cream.
I tried to get an ice cream today in town, and there was such a long line I gave up. In town, in the city of Paris.
That is a sad little look in Teresa's life today.
It's meant to be my lunch. No, it's like this Lebanese ice cream that's really famous. I was like, oh, obviously I'm gonna stand in line and wait. And then, well, I had to get here. So, there's always tomorrow.
No ice cream for you, but lots of ice cream.
Cones. Lots of ice cream cones in the men's final.
Now he's past the cones, into the pinches. We get to see some great swings, but also a little display of the athlete's comfort. This is when Mejdi started to shake up on that very last swing on the pinch.
The DJ's turning it up. This is some good tunes.
Woo! Just about grabs it. Really good save there. That was close.
Fortunately, it's a good jog.
That was very, very close, and he will be happy now to be able to take a second. Took that kind of swing and it wasn't a good hold. He would not be in a very happy place now.
We've got Romaric Geffroy on screen, and he's from France. And Danon is sitting next to me, for whoever is asking in the comments. It's Danon Markey, because I kept saying Mikey. Even though it's not a difficult surname, it's Markey.
Thank you much.
Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. Good use of the toes through here. You'll have a little bit more focus on keeping the feet on after that big slip. That right hand not looking so comfortable.
Get out of there quickly.
And this is the position now where we lose our athletes. What's he going to go for? Power straight on through, avoiding the knee bar that seems to have caused some trouble. But will he have sacrificed energy there? It's a big question. We are going to find out shortly. It's a good toe cam though. Didn't hold it for too long, so doesn't seem to be saving too much energy. Unless he goes to put it back in, there it is.
Put up. It's just that... Is that a different way to knee bar compared to the other climbers? Because I feel that he's foot jamming, hooking up in there.
So it's a heel toe cam, which is thrown up. The knee isn't against the wall, but it is a solution that no one else has found so far, and he's doing a really good job of making it work. The thing about these cams is that you have to really torque them, and to torque them you have to be leaning in a certain way, and if you're leaning in that way you might not be able to take the weight off the arms. He has in fact made it work though.
A bit shaky on the feet. crowd really getting behind him.
Yep, setting up. Is he going to go all the way across? Can he keep the feet? He does. Left foot sticks.
Yes. And the drop down move is coming.
You know this left hand is really good, but once you're down there, you're in a spot of trouble, as we've seen.
Has to get that clip. Tries to, I guess, do it a bit early just to get it over and done with. Ooh, safe.
Good fight for that clip, but dropping down the way onto his feet. And see,
has to be left-handed.
So comfortable on that left hand, so strong.
He likes pockets.
And on the right, it looks like he's managed to recover a bit.
Oh, and we lose him.
He is currently favored to win with the only top in our semi-finals. Be very exciting to see. Will we even get a top tonight? Clearly a very difficult, very powerful route. One athlete earlier on, Lara Rogora, made it.
I'm joking.
One hold from the top. Will Taisei make it all the way tonight? Everyone wants to see.
Taisei, the only Japanese climber in the final, which feels weird, but he was also the only one here at the competition.
Yep, so...
And representing with a top, representing Outlast.
Team Japan has a 100% success rate so far. It's pretty good.
I mean, that's pretty much every World Cup anyway. Such a strong team. And he was kind of a surprise this year. We just, saw him in pretty much every semi-final and final. And then, recently, last weekend, he got 6th place in the combined in Japan.
Taisei Homma found an amazing flow this year. Really, almost you could say coming out of the woodwork, for sure having quite a respectable competition history in the past, but all of a sudden you saw him in almost every lead final this season. Was quite impressive, really turning it around, taking his climbing up into the next gear, and we've watched that continue tonight. The only top in our semi-finals on the male route. How's he going to manage? Choosing much more static method through here, not going for these big jumps the other climbers did. And they're cruising through, not falling into the knee bar problem.
I hope we'll see him on the head wall just fighting, because that's kind of his style. Like, he stays on no matter what.
Absolutely.
Trying to use that foothold in every possible way.
So far, really good use of heels and bad feet. Conserving that energy, no big swings. Looks to be in a good way, and you can see this is the hold Romaric struggled so much to make the clip from. Taisei is looking very comfortable right now.
I hope at home you can all hear the tunes and the crowd clapping. They want to see a top. We want to see a top.
Such a smooth drop down. But now a big move. Surprised a lot. What method is he going to go for? Very high left toe hook.
Oh, that's just cool.
Wow. Is that going to carry him up, or is it just a rest?
No. There's only one way up. That's quoting a movie. I cannot come up with that stuff myself. So
good. I believe that is one of the cheetah volcanoes he's on, so his toe hooking on the no textured part of the hold. Really high risk, but such a good display of skill to make it stick on that high stakes rest he's in right now.
Is that a name of the climbing holds?
Cheetah.
Cheetah, that's the brand. Volcano hold.
Throws up, doesn't quite make it. Reverses.
Oh no, the rope is in the way. No. Come on. I think now is when we'll see him bloom. He'll just stay on and fight. Oh wait, commentator's curse. Never mind, I won't predict anything anymore. He's resting on everything.
He's doing such a good job. So much finger strength, core strength in order to hold these positions. They're so hard to do, and you can find the rest when you've got that stability and that lock, but you need amazing strength.
He moved his feet so beautifully there.
The crowd is really getting hyped now. He's clearly the favorite.
Looks down at the clock, don't worry about it. Just keep climbing.
There we are. Taisei wants some psych. He knows the head wall's coming up. He knows he's about to fight. I don't know if he knows that he's in a good way for first place. Only a couple more holds.
Really good position. And there we go.
Here we are, up onto the head wall. This is where Yannik slipped off, going up for that next move. Taisei is quite happy, resting a good amount. I'm really hopeful he's going to do this move.
Yes, crosses into it.
We're in.
And the flow starts. Come on, Taisei.
And if he didn't know it already, the crowd let him know he did a good job there.
Avec sur la troisième marche du podium, International Lead Competition by Arkose. Well done, man. Merci les assureurs, merci Pierre, merci